If you're in life insurance sales, sooner or later, you're going to experience a sales slump or sometimes where the statistics are not falling in your favor. My friends, I'm going to give you some fixes. I'm going to give you some things that you can take to heart to hopefully elevate your sales game. And maybe if you're in final expense sales right now and you're like, this is so stinking frustrating. I'm a face to face insurance agent and nobody's home when I'm coming knocking, or all these sales calls are just not turning into sales. They're just super infuriating right now. Well, I'm going to give you some things that you may need to know. So, first off, understand you're not alone. A lot of insurance agents that are top producers have felt what you're feeling right now, but they don't stay there. So, fight the urge to get around people that are grumpy Gusses and people that are really not in a good mindset. You cannot pollute yourself. Right now, my friends, as bad as it may sound, you're polluted enough. All right. Problems arise in the insurance industry. It's not all profitability, every single sales call. Not everybody that you find with a life insurance lead is just going to buy from you on that first call. Everybody is not a sale. And that sometimes leads you into this sour mindset. We've got to get our mind right. So, my advice to you is restore your belief by getting to a good person, a good mentor, a good life insurance agent that has their head on right now, because they know where your head is currently. That's not where you're going to stay. So if you're in this negative mindset, get around somebody that can go, "Hey man, it's going to be okay. Let's think positive here. Let's get our mind in the right place so that you've got a chance of making the money." In this industry, you'll never get anywhere good with a negative mind. And those that keep their mind in a place that is just madness and frustration, and let me just, B word to you about how tough it is right now, that's not going to take you into an elevated state. It's going to cause you to continue sinking. So we've got to basically get our place of mental mindset in a place that's sustainable and successful. You've got to be looking out the windshield, not riding that ambulance of what is happening currently. That's not going to help you with cash flow, work, and leads. So get around a mentor who can get your mind right. Also, get yourself into a place where you're doing positive verbal self affirmations. Get into a place where you can get this poison out of you, because what's in you right now, my friends, is going to come out of you when you're dealing with final expense leads or you're dealing with life insurance leads. Everything right now is going to go bad because what is in you right now is, this is horrible, this stings, this is horrible. Hi, Mrs. Johnson, I'm here to help you with life insurance. And we don't even realize what's going on right here with our countenance. It's coming across the sales calls. That's why I say tip number one, your belief is down. Go fill up your gas tank by getting around a top performer or somebody that's really positive. Avoid people that are just as messed up as you are right now. And a lot of times, agents that take themselves out of the industry or right now are super frustrated, they surround themselves with friends that are negative. They just want to talk about the leads are bad, or blaming anything else than themselves. And I know it's painful to point fingers at myself and go, you know what, I got to look myself in the mirror and I need to fix some things. I know it's frustrating to hear that and to feel that, but been there, and you've got to really look yourself in the mirror and go, you know what, it may be me, but that's all right. I'm going to get around a mentor who can speak life into me. And then I now can hopefully be in a place where they infect me with their contagious belief, and their contagious belief that we're going to just keep doing the best thing we can. And that's getting around good people, but keeping a positive, powerful mental mindset and belief is so important. So restore your belief by remembering why you got into this business. It's not just pain. You want the chance of profitability, and it's no pain, no gain. 90% of the agent force fails because sometimes their belief is so backwards. You've got to have a positive mind. In the moment that you get pushed backwards, you've got to have a positive belief to keep pushing. And I'm not saying it's easy, my friends. This business can be frustrating, but get around a mentor that can go, you know what? That's okay. Let's get our mind right and let's keep going in the right direction. You're just not going to go in a good place right now if you keep just absorbing the negativity. It's going to infect you, and it's going to spread and metastasize into your career, and you will be out like trout. The business will stink because as you see it, it must be true. So get around a mentor, get yourself into a place of positivity, listen to some good music temporarily. Don't stay there, but listen to some good positive music that kind of pumps you up, or something that's going to be good to get you out of that mindset that is not going to do anything good for you. Now, number two is a really big deal. And that's you got to buy enough leads. If you're in a sales slump right now, you may be in that place because you didn't purchase enough leads. And that's frustrating because you got to look in the mirror and go, you know what? It's me. I didn't use my money in the right places. I didn't buy enough leads. And that's something that hurts a lot of agents. They'll buy maybe one batch of leads and then they're like, okay, well, I'm not going to buy any more leads right now. I'm just going to, really milk these things for all they're worth. There's got to be some more money in here, right? Yes, that's correct, but you're making it more frustrating on yourself because the pickup rate is slower on a lead that was purchased a month ago. Right or wrong? Put it in the comments below. This is one of those things where you're not always going to have the easy pickings. When you get a brand new lead, it's like this fresh mindset that helps you back to tip number one with your belief. When you get fresh leads, it's like new opportunities. This is amazing. This is going to be good. It gets your mind right. And if you don't buy enough leads, you go into this broke mindset where, oh man, I'm going to just keep milking these leads for all they're worth. And then you wonder why you're not making as much money because you're having to do so much more effort to engage with your prospects with aged leads, old leads. It takes so much more hustle, which creates more frustration, which reduces your belief, therefore reducing your bucks. You got to buy enough leads. So critical. Now, buying leads, number two, tip number two, with that in and of itself, buying leads doesn't matter if you have this positive mindset, you buy your leads, but you sit there and stare at them. That's not going to work. This is why mentorship is so important. Tip number three, move. Move. You're feeling bad right now because maybe you're knocking 2 doors a day when you should be doubling down and just knock as many doors as humanly possible if you're a final expense or life insurance agent that's going face to face. You got to get your face in somebody else's face in a good way so that you can introduce yourself and the value that you bring. You've got to get in front of enough people to have a chance of profitability. If you're a face to face insurance agent, I get it's frustrating when people slam the doors on you, but go get in front of another door that they can see value in you. The laws of large numbers can help you find a lot of success, but little numbers almost guarantee distress and failure. Get yourself into a place where you move with active intentionality. Get in front of more people. If you're a great final expense agent that is working the phones, you got to make a lot of dials. You're dialing for dollars. This is going to be fun. This is going to be great. Get yourself back into a good mindset again. And it's amazing what that can do for you. Mindset is powerful with tip number one. Buying enough leads, phenomenal, but it doesn't do you a darn lick of good if you're not calling those life insurance leads like your career depends on it, because it does. You got to be on that phone to have a chance of it. So you got to work those leads like you're going to go broke, because, my friends, if you don't, you almost 100% of the time will. Those leads aren't just going to call you. All right. We got to be one that's called to action. Why did you get into this industry? You got to understand your why so that when you work, you can work through the pain. You can work through the struggle. You can work through these no's, because it's a negative business. Nobody likes being told that you're a hot steaming pile of you know what. People like positivity in their life. And you just stepped into insurance sales, which is some of the most negative space that maybe you've ever dove into before. And you got to stay clean. It's tough when you're dealing with a lot of negativity and you understand that you've got to not let it affect you. You're like that duck, all right? You're smooth on top, but underneath you're like moving your feet as fast as you can. Those that find success in this industry, when 90% don't, they move. They put their back into it. They've got insane belief and they keep buying enough leads. A lot of insurance agents, bonus tip for you, that really get frustrated and get into a place that they can't elevate their career. They catch the winds of success. They get a couple sales, some good ones, and they don't reinvest into their business. They don't continually buy leads. They just say, you know what? Wow, I experienced great success. I'll just keep milking these leads for all they're worth. And then they find out that the business is insanely frustrated and they never elevate their insurance sales career because they don't engage with more consumers. You've got to continually feed the beast. You've got to continually feed a goldfish if you got one in a bowl. You want to be the biggest life insurance agent out there? Have bigger belief than anybody else. Have more lead spend than other people around you. But it's not just the lead spend. It's about spending the time in the right places, and that's getting in front of another prospect, your belly in front of their belly. If you're a face to face insurance agent, so that you've got a chance of them buying from you. And if you're a telesales agent, get on that phone and dial your fingers off, get on that dialer, do what you need to do, put the hours in so that you can have the success back that you know you deserve. But we've got to be dialing, we got to be smiling, we got to stay positive in place of pain. And those that elevate their insurance sales career have an insane level of belief. When everybody backs up when the pain comes, you're going to just back in to action, buy in to your lead spend every week, because you know that this is a performance based business and you got to have powerful leads to have powerful conversations, and you got to put the work in to get the chance of profitability. And there's no guarantees, but you know what? There's no glass ceiling, and there's no better life than what this industry may offer you when you meet needs, become valuable because your clients found value in you solving their problems and selling them a policy. It's dynamic, my friends. And if you need any good resources or a good work family to call a home, or even if you need leads selling life insurance, Medicare insurance, or annuities, we can serve you at jasonfinalexpense.com. And we do recruit agents as well nationally to align with us, as well as agencies. But I'm so proud of you if you've stepped into this life insurance space. It's a great place, but there's a great deal of negativity that happens. Make sure you just keep your foot down on the gas pedal. Keep getting into a place where you're positive. Keep getting into a place where you buy your leads, and then be the best that you can be on every sales call, and never back down from delivering value to your clients. Remember, my friends, you've got what it takes. If you need any resources, we'll help. We'll see you soon.